Welcome back. Welcome back. Here we are. Another 6 o'clock show. Most of the shows this week will be pre-recorded, so tune in at 6 o'clock for the rest of the week. Except NXT, that'll be at 8 o'clock. I wonder if Rhea Ripley will wear that other bodysuit I told you guys about, because I really want you guys to see it. It did look nice, but they just might reuse their Night of Champions bodysuits though.
People are amazing. The country is amazing. What an incredible night.
It feels like the crowd somehow exceeds their own bar every time that we come here.
I'm really early. The show's on really early today, love. And it's good. It's good when it's early shows in international places because it gets more time for myself once the show is over. I'm so hungry though, so I'm just going to see what they're promoting first, and then I'm going to make my dinner. And don't worry, Mackenzie, I'm starting on your drawing. It's just that I've been busy today. And I'm kind of annoyed because I got a cut on the edge of my lip because of the cosplay that I did yesterday. I didn't have no makeup wipes and I grazed my lip too much with the napkin. I had soap on. I had soap on a pad. No, it wasn't a napkin, it was a pad. I had soap on a pad and I just kept rubbing it too hard. And it grazed my lip. So I have to wait until this heals a little bit in order to put lipstick on again, because I'm going to have the same problem again if I do it tomorrow. Thank you. You just know I haven't forgotten about it. I have a design set on and everything. I just need to, actually draw it, and then I'll ink it, during a stream. That way you can see, the complete look with your own eyes. Hi, Soundly. Welcome back. This week, the show will start at mostly 6 o'clock. On Friday, it'll probably start at 1 o'clock live. And on Friday, it'll probably show at 1 o'clock live. But I'm going to stream it at 6 o'clock too, because I'm gonna be tired when I come home at 1 o'clock, and I can't watch it live. I need to rest after I've done my mornings, sitting.
Well, Sami Zayn not only silenced Karrion Kross,
I get sleep too. In case you're wondering, I do get sleep, but taking care of kids, after you just woke up can make you tired all over again. I can speak for, every parent / babysitter.
Live tonight versus Power and Judgment Day.
The Celtic Warrior is going to be in a banger tonight. Former friends,
But I'm just glad I get paid tomorrow so I can pay whatever I have to pay, and then I'll just have the last few money to do whatever I want.
and this is downtown Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, the Steel City. And tonight, we are sold out. 14,000 33 WWE.
Oh, they're not in Rhea, they're in Pennsylvania. I mean Pittsburgh. Yeah, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Presented by Snickers.
I wonder why. Well, maybe there's time difference there, but I wouldn't know. I mean, I've been to Pennsylvania before, but I never remembered if there was a time difference. Yay, girly! First off with our queen. Yeah. Oh, when it comes later, it's gonna be a laser.
Michael Cole and Corey Graves at ringside tonight. And Corey, I had the opportunity to speak with Rhea Ripley earlier today about her streak-like victory over Raquel Rodriguez on Saturday. She said it was the most painful, the most physical match that she has been a part of, but she's extremely proud of what she
That's nice. That's a nice light makeup that she has on. She tried to do silver this time, and I'm like, silver's not a bad color on her.
What a battle that was in Riyadh.
Again with this.
Now Rhea kicks us off tonight on Monday Night Raw.
I don't even know what that means.
And then victory, Rhea still moving a little gingerly. Definitely feeling the effects of Saturday's brutality in that chair.
She sure is sweaty. Unless she just sprayed a bottle of water on her. Oh no, that's body glitter. I was like, whoa, she put body glitter on her? Okay. But she's kind of sweaty too. She has a tinge of purple and a little bit of silver on her eyes, and I love it.
Now that Raquel and the Judgment Day are behind me, and hopefully for good this time,
It's a really light burgundy purple
I'm
color.
stuck wondering,
And
what is next
obviously
for
some
Rhea
silver.
Ripley?
Silver glitter eyeshadow.
And with Evolution just around the corner, I feel like I need to start getting my priorities straight.
Ooh, baby girl, Leo Sky. Show me those glitter shorts and or tank. She always has it on, I told you. It never fails. She either has either or.
A rousing ovation for the women's world champion.
It's not glitter this time though. It's bedazzled jewels. But still, that's a glitter effect though. So it never fails that she wears either or.
Champion since before WrestleMania, Corey, when she shocked the world by knocking off Rhea Ripley.
Well, beyond the hilarious match that some would say stole the entire WrestleMania weekend, I agree. Rhea has not forgotten that is sticking in her craw. What is Io up to tonight?
Rhea's an absolute superstar. She gets the last pop for the crowd. She made a lot. Yes. Did Rhea break ribs? I heard that she was injured, but I never looked that much into it. But she seems fine to me. But even if she's injured, she could take the rest of the time off. She has plenty of time. It's not. I mean, she doesn't look like she has anything planned yet, but I could be wrong.
Without Io Sky. But you are wrong about one thing. You are not on top. Not without this. And because I have this.
Triple H need to give you some storyline. I think that's what they're leading up to because they're right. She hasn't defended since WrestleMania.
Championship against Evolution. 私がチャンピオンなんだから挑戦者を選んだっていいだろ
I only heard. I only. That's right. She said.
And I want to defend against the best. And that means defending
What's my opinion on Randy Orton? I love him and I always will love him.
Ripley.
Heel or no heel, he's perfect.
Io, I have nothing but respect for you. And if that is what you want, then I just want you to know I'm going to stop at nothing to get this back. If that's what you want, Io. So,
Alright, goodbye.
if that's what you want, Io, I just want you to know that what happens at Evolution,
Randy Orton is a good WWE. No one's better. He's
that's
one of
what
them.
you wanted. So at Evolution, Rhea Ripley versus Io Sky for the Women's World Championship.
For the third and final time.
You're on.
For the third and final time.
By Io Sky to challenge the former champion Rhea Ripley a week from Sunday at Evolution.
Maybe Io feels she solved the Rhea enigma at WrestleMania, but will lightning strike twice for Io Sky?
Yeah, but I think Roxanne Perez is still going to be on their ass because she's trying to be like Liv Morgan, and that's the only way to be like her, so. Yeah. Yeah, the match we were supposed to get.
Read the doctor's note. I am injured. Unfortunately, I had a little bit of a setback, so I'm still not clear. But I know you wouldn't believe me, so I had Adam Pearce verify and authorize that if you lay a finger on me before I'm cleared, you'll never get your title match. Doctor's orders. So, you want to let your little glasses and read this, or what? Little glasses.
Yeah, right here. Doctor says you're a punk ass. Yep, right here. Doctor says you're a punk ass. I can't wait till you get cleared, man. You're gonna get what's coming to you. I'm gonna take that IC title away from you. And I'm gonna beat you so bad, you'll need more than a note from your doctor. How about now?
Not cleared. Can't touch me. Doctor's orders, AJ.
Dominic should just keep his mouth shut. I mean, he's not going to be injured forever, Jesse. You got to have a little sympathy for a guy suffering from a broken heart. He's going to be okay one of these days.
I'm reacting, so, to what's in front of me right now. I don't know what you getting at. There's stupid new music. That's why I don't know when it's them.
Finn Balor and Jamie McDonough look to win back the World
say I love JD's best. I want to get them. But Finn Balor's jacket is looking not too bad. It's just that I feel like a tux jacket in the form of a sports jacket is kind of like, would make you really hot.
I was talking about switching up teams for fun.
I don't like this game.
If they're in Rhea, how come they dress like that? Huh? They're not in Rhea. That's just it, Ma. They're in Pittsburgh. That guy, red.
To last week's leftovers.
Whatever.
Can't escape the doom squad. Laundry. Fighting dirty.
That's suspicious and alarming.
Time to bring the juice.
Besides, I don't know what information you can get out of me when I hardly have any friends who know anything about me because I hardly share anything that personal with my friends.
Minute Man, bring the juice.
Piggy, you good?
Just feeling a little
I love Dom as a heel. It's amazing. He's so good. Yes. He's been doing pretty well for himself, but I really wonder how is he going to be when he's become a babyface because it's coming soon enough.
And you can allocate your paycheck automatically between savings and investments.
Yeah, Dom's not clear to wrestle either.
Where's the old banking app?
But he can still show up here because
No tricks, no ponies, just smart money
he needs to just be on the sideline for the Judgment Day. Liv Morgan can't because she needs surgery. Dom's just not cleared to wrestle, but he doesn't need surgery.
Thousands of professional parts people doing their part to make sure you have it. Product availability. Just one part that makes O'Reilly stand apart. The professional parts people.
Attention fans, get your phones ready. I would describe myself as a fighter. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. For over 30 years, our fights have been against giants. We have recovered billions and billions and billions of dollars for our clients. Injured? Call your army. We're ready to roll. If you want a fighter, you can count on us. There's only one Morgan & Morgan for the people.
Text summer to For the People for a chance to
I
win
got
2
the look
tickets
of
to
the school
SummerSlam
principal,
at
you
2K.
say? I cannot run the school. I don't have the IQ to be a school principal, but I can look like one. You're right about that because I've worn plenty of suits and school uniforms, so I can pass off as an intelligent student, but I'm not. You think it was the right decision to let Jade Cargill win the Queen of the Ring? If they wanted it to be her, I understand why, but I just didn't like the way she did it, and people said it too. We're not mad that she won, we're mad about how she won.
11:59 p.m. Eastern, 8:59 p.m. Pacific via Ticketmaster, followed by the general public ticket on sale tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern. Championship time. Live on Netflix.
Unfortunately, Judgment Day won't win against the New Day because they're going to cheat their way to win.
The following contest scheduled for one song is for the World Tag Team Championships! Introducing first, the challengers!
By the way, if you want to watch the show, I did put the link in the description this time. So if you really don't have access to Netflix, there's your way.
And their opponents at a combined weight of 417 pounds.
It'll be a better choice for Asuka to win the Queen of the Ring to challenge Io at SummerSlam. It depends now if Rhea Ripley wins because for the longest time they've been teasing a Jade Cargill and Rhea Ripley match, but it never has come to be. So when and if Rhea wins again, that'll be the reason why.
Keep bringing this up with some sort of implication, and Kofi and Woods haven't wanted to defend their tag team championship. It's just been a lack of quality opposition in their opinion. Well, we'll see what the opposition brings tonight in the form of the Judgment Day. 5th time in tag team action. These teams have met 3rd time for the World Tag Team titles. Back in September of last year, the last time they met in tag team action, the Judgment Day actually beat the New Day with the tag titles on the line. So here we go. Finn Balor will start things off against Kofi Kingston, two of the more decorated athletes in WWE today. And it was actually a piece of play. And I'll explain this to you, because I was talking to Xavier Woods earlier today. He was telling me more that Finn Balor hasn't had carbs in weeks, so he may need some energy for this match. Well, if you have functional eyes, you'll realize that Balor has more abs than I have fingers on my hands, but
I have more abs than fingers on my hands.
Get ready for battle. The tag team titles are on the line. Saying they were trying to break ready. I'm just trying to figure out where you're coming from. I get it. And now Balor back into the corner. Not often that you're speechless, as Kofi Kingston now takes over in this matchup. We see a clean break now from these two teams. Obviously not. I've been singing the praise of the New Day since day one. I mean, I think they're arguably the greatest tag team.
Dude, you didn't just see him fake that just now?
Praises? I've worked out here with you for years and years. I don't think I've ever heard you say a nice thing about it. Well, that's because you haven't been paying attention. But the fact is, Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston.
How could you be that careless, Finn Balor? You literally just saw him fake that and you still went for it, but whatever.
About that. You mentioned before, tag champs,
wrestling logic.
NXT tag team champions, but this all new attitude is really getting to a lot of people. And remember, the man who's responsible
see, now
for
that
this,
tag team is for actually
yeah. A number of months ago. I think Kofi Kingston covered by McDonough.
I look mad. I'm not though. I'm just probably annoyed because I have a cut and it's annoying. I don't know if you guys can relate when the corners of your mouth have a cut on them. That's what happened to me.
The Judgment Day. First time they battled for the title since they lost them to the War Raiders back in December for the Judgment Day.
How's my mom doing? She's fine. On Monday, she's in the living room by herself. I'm only in there with her on Tuesdays and Fridays.
Kofi Kingston gets back in it. Kingston makes the tag. Here's Xavier Woods now.
Is Randy Orton on today? No. Randy Orton's not here today. He would most likely be on Friday. Because both Cody Rhodes and Jade Cargill are on the SmackDown roster.
Xavier Woods, no matter what anybody tells you.
Alright, but I'm getting hungry. Like I said, I kind of forgot about it a little bit, but I am still hungry, so I'm gonna make my dinner now. So sit tight.
Great, could be better. You look awesome. You smell awesome. Stop it. You are awesome.
Yeah? Okay, there's bandages in the cabinet. I'm bleeding. Grab 2.
Sheba, what gets one?
Fresh aged cheddar, burning cheddar crust pizza sent down to our kitchen from the cheddar heavens.
Actually, it was sent down here from the dairy farm.
You know that tracks, actually. Yeah.
We're making you a one-topping cheddar crust pizza for $11.99. Better ingredients, better pizza.
Papa John's.
This designer bag, if you can prove to me that you know your finances.
Let's do this.
How many subscriptions do you have?
Probably just Netflix and Spotify.
All right, it's saying you have 13 subscriptions, which is costing you around $270 a month.
What? The app is telling you all of it?
It shows you all your expenses in one place, and it can even help you create a budget, which I think you need.
Okay.
Don't worry about those 13 subscriptions you didn't know you had. You can cancel the ones you don't want right through the app, and it can even help you try and get a refund.
Some things are inevitable, inescapable, set in stone from the day we're born. And some aren't. Through Hims, you can get access to a range of options made with proven ingredients to stop hair loss and regrow hair. Formulas are personalized and prescribed by licensed medical providers 100% online. Break tradition with Hims. For regrowth in 3 to 6 months. Get started today at hims.com.
Something new to your middle of our year. Perfect time to add a little bit of spice. A head-to-head matchup. Guys on track. What do you want for $1 million?
Direct feed for Layla and take it 3-1.
This August, WWE brings the vibes to MetLife Stadium.
You know what time it is?
2 nights, too many stars to count. SummerSlam on a whole nother level. WWE SummerSlam, August 2nd and 3rd. Individual and combo tickets on sale now.
Bobby Kingston flying off the top rope, cover retained. The World Tag Team titles on McDonough and a kick out. Judgment Day looking to win the gold here tonight. If they do, they'll join Dominic Mysterio of their group as the Intercontinental Championship. And of course, Raquel Rodriguez went after the Tag Team Champions. Her partner Liv Morgan out for months now with a shoulder injury. We expect a decision from General Managers Aldas and Pierce tonight about what will happen to the women's tag team titles.
What you do for the morale in the Judgment Day clubhouse. Everybody's just dripping in gold. That's what we could be seeing after tonight.
The Judgment Day, who admittedly come on some hard times over the past couple of months. Interesting that they've a little momentum since Liv's been out.
There you go.
No, that's not my opinion. That's what I hear in the locker room.
Oh, okay.
That's what the whispers in the locker room are.
Those are your feet under the stall all the time?
And Woods never really needs to make a tag. Do a lot of punishment at the hands of the New Day.
Okay, here it was. That took a little longer than I thought because I had to make my own lemonade.
Pittsburgh, over 14,000 on hand for this World Tag Team Championship opportunity. Kofi Kingston early to win. Driving the win to McDonough.
Yeah, because the Monday night is not till 8. Today it is because most of it is pre-recorded because I think they're still in Saudi, but they have shows that they pre-recorded because not only are they probably still in Saudi, but they also are given a week off because of 4th of July this week, so that's why.
Down goes Kingston. Coming out by Finn for the win. And a kick out.
In my imagination, I've done things with you. You can measure how good it was. In your opinion, it was good, but in my opinion, it's probably either life-threatening or not non-consensual.
Crowd here. Kofi with their classic Kingston. Balor really
I got to put it back because I don't like it.
has to roll through here. Balor's got him where he wants him. This is wildly. Oh, there's the sling blade.
Balor got all of it. It'll be time for celebration in the clubhouse.
Oh! Stopping Balor in his tracks.
Finland was likely looking for that shotgun dropkick he uses to such great effect, but Kofi Kingston a half a step ahead. The first ever Universal Champion in WWE, Finn Balor.
Tag made to Woods and tag made to McDonough. McDonough wins the first man. Xavier Woods now and over the top rope to the floor.
Hey, Howard.
And JD now
Your
that's
favorite WWE superstar. I'm doing fine. My favorite superstar is Rhea Ripley.
From McDonough. Champion's advantage in effect. But they understand.
Woods up on the top rope. This time he got caught. Woods got his boots up into the face of
Thanks, I got it at the one, SmackDown live show that I went to back in 2022. What's your thoughts on said timer twins little brother joining solo? I know. I made a mistake thinking that was Tama Tonga or Tonga Loa. I don't know. I get those two mixed up, but either way, now they have another Tonga, Tala. His name is Tala. I'm probably gonna forget anyway because I just like the other Tonga brothers. I'm not gonna care about them as much. I really don't see the point of Solo making a Bloodline 3.0, but whatever, it's happening, so.
Waistlock standing switch by Kingston. And Balor lands on his shoulders. They kick out too. They got up from the outside. Caught Kingston with the right. And maybe enough to put him away. And Kofi's got to kick it too. And now looking up from behind with the championship. People had no idea.
Oh, I'm so glad. I was like, of course.
Now they're paid off. Next level chicanery from the New Day. The Judgment Day remain in this championship battle.
Also on Solo winning the United States Championship. Again, pointless because it's all to create hype on his new leadership because he has a Bloodline 3.0, but I don't understand why it is. Also, thanks for subscribing. Welcome to the Pikay crew. I get cuts from Yankee Stadium when I get company. Yes. That's what happened one time. I had these little mini glasses and that I always would have when I want a little cup of soda, like not a big cup. But ever since I had company come over, they were gone. And I don't know how. I feel like they took them for some reason, but who would want just plastic cups from somebody else? Hi, Chief. Thanks, Turks211. Welcome to the Pikay group. Yeah, they won. Wow, they did it. Yes. That's good, but I have concerns though because just like the New Day, they hardly defended it too, so they better defend it this time.
Didn't like the New Day's chances tonight. Unfortunately, Kingston holds over a massive Spanish flag from the top of McDonough, but somehow Xavier Woods survived with the assist from Kofi Kingston. Kofi would take a high risk. Unfortunately, it did not pay dividends. Sling blade by Balor back inside of the ring after a moonsault from JD. The coup de grace from Finn Balor right on the money. Head to the pay window and collect your tag team titles. And wow, congratulations to McDonough and Balor. And Dirty Dog for that matter. There is gratitude, moral support. For the second time, JD and
Sweet boys.
Finn Balor, our World Tag Team Champion.
Is this Raw? Yes, it is. My man, woman, they, them.
One thing's for sure, the New Day are going to get together, they're going to re-strategize, they're going to replay their games, and bring us soon to climb up the mountain. Well, they've done it a number of times in their career. Can't doubt them now. Ladies and gentlemen, you want to revisit athletes. Women's Intercontinental Championship title match. Bayley versus Jurassic World highlight of the night.
Highlight of the night is presented by Jurassic World Reader.
Hi there.
It was a great matchup for him. When Lyra Valkyria would come down seemingly to make sure that Becky Lynch didn't try to cheat to win another matchup.
And the wily veteran Becky Lynch knew exactly what was at stake. Champion's advantage, in fact, disqualification would cause Bayley to lose her opportunity. As Bayley seemed to be closing in on victory, Lyra had finally had enough and was out for vengeance at the expense of the man, but unfortunately cost Bayley.
I've been binge watching Dark Side of the Ring.
In the process.
I only watched one episode of that, and that was the Chris Benoit story.
Becky retains the championship. Bayley was extremely emotional. Let's head over to Jackie Redmond.
Paul Graves, thank you so much. I'm backstage with Bayley. Bayley, after all of the chaos of last week,
I did not
Valkyria,
see-
Becky Lynch.
I did not
Where
see
is
that
your head
coming.
at now? I mean,
I
are
thought
you
the
still
New Day would
focused
get a
on
win.
another
Yeah,
opportunity for
yeah,
the
we all thought they
Intercontinental
would cheat.
Championship, or-
Yes, that doesn't change.
Like I said, I'm happy that Finn and JD have their titles back because New Day hasn't been that good of a tag team because they hardly defend. But neither was Finn and JD because they hardly win against anyone either. But I don't know. Maybe I'm just biased on this matter.
Lyra, is this just what you're going to do every week? Interrupt my business? Okay,
Look, if you're here to apologize, I don't want to hear
I
it.
was gonna apologize. I don't even know who you are anymore. I keep hoping things will go back to the way they were with us before WrestleMania, but you just won't let that happen. You actually think I went out there to sabotage you last week, don't you? Do you have any idea what's been happening since you were gone? Things might not be personal between us. It's not personal. It's not personal. It's personal between me and Becky, okay?
Okay, and it's not personal between me and Becky. She took me out before WrestleMania. This has been going on for 10 years.
10 years, so this is all about you.
No, it's not all about me. But
You need to understand what you mind your own business. I was the person who told you.
You're always pointing your finger at me.
Look, I had a feeling it was going to go this way. So I went ahead and arranged for you two to settle it in the ring. Tonight.
I'm from Ireland. Ooh, Ireland accents are funny in a good way.
Sounds great. See you in the ring, friend.
High stakes match.
That was too sad. The fabulous Moolah had a good episode.
Sheamus prepares for a brawl. Sheamus, Rusev, live tonight.
I only, in the Chris Benoit case, I only feel bad for the wife and the child. I don't feel bad for Chris Benoit at all. So, no matter how great of a wrestler he was, that all goes away once you commit murder and then kill yourself.
2024. I'm working on it.
Today, she's watching her first hockey game.
That
And then before you know
say,
it,
I 100% agree with you about not feeling sorry for Benoit.
At Credit One
I was about to say, if you, like, in a sense, I understand why people still support Chris Benoit because, like, talent, like, you know, really can't be unrecognized. But me, to an extent, I do have an extent where talent can be recognized, and in the case of, like, you know, a tragedy happening that is caused by the person who did that talent, it all goes away for me. I don't care. Like, yeah, I'll say, yeah.
High performance hideout for players that crave chaos.
I can say stuff like, yeah, he did. That was a good time when he did that, but I'm not going to say like, wow, he really changed the history of wrestling, you know? That's how I feel. Like, yeah, it was a great time when he did that, but he didn't change the history of wrestling, and I won't remember him as a like, you know, an advocate for wrestling. He was just there, and he did his job.
So don't have to wait any longer and grab them before everything really snowballs. Hostess, please make it snacky.
Are you throwing away money on your car insurance?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing.
Try Insurify. We help you compare quotes and save half on your car insurance.
I like it when things are convenient and save me lots of money.
Go to Insurify.com and save up to $1,000 a year on your car insurance.
Is your family own the entire town? Close enough.
I'm just upset that I'm just upset that his, like, you know, oldest son, the only living son that he had, like, you know, still defend him. But that's a complex for, like, you know, a family member who had another family member do, like, you know, crime, you know, so that'll always be a complex, so I can't really speak too much on that. It's just that I'll never understand it. You never understand it until it happens to you, but God forbid it never happens to any one of us in life.
For Saturday night's main event, Gunther versus the iconic Goldberg.
Thank you for the cup compliments. I wonder if he's here tonight. Have I been watching WWE since I was a child? Yes, I have, but I didn't like watching it as a child. I only had to watch it as a child because my mom kind of, like, you know, forced us in a sense. Not really forced us, but she would always have all the TVs on in the, like, you know, when we used to live in the basement. We used to live in the basement before we moved here upstairs in our house, but when we lived in the basement, she would put all the TVs to have, you know, wrestling on. And that's how she would make us watch it. But I didn't care for it. I would get annoyed because I'm like, I want to watch cartoons or, like, you know, watch, you know, Disney princess movies at the time. I didn't really full on like wrestling until, like, I was 15. But every other age, like, you know, after 8 years old, I understood the concept of wrestling, and I was like, this is what my mom watches, and I'm like, I'll support her, I'll humor her. But when I was 15, I was totally hooked, and then, you know, it's all history from there. Is Goldberg injured? No, not that I know of. Because I would do the same thing that your mom did to you and my 2 children. But to be fair, when you're a small family and you have an obsession for something, you always want to influence it onto your small family that you have, because I am kind of the same way when it comes to BTS and anime. I always tell them about it. I always yap about it, and if I watch it, I always try to make them watch it sometimes, but they'll either just say, that's your thing, or, like, you know, just leave me to it. Wrestling is just a thing we all grew up with, so we couldn't escape from that.
And it's only appropriate the final match of Goldberg's career would take place in Atlanta. Again, remember,
A week from Saturday, NBC, 8 o'clock Eastern, live nationwide.
Watch when football is back on. My brother will start making me watch football just to watch the Patriots.
USA Network of the States, internationally on Netflix. Moves to 2 hours. 2 hours of Friday Night SmackDown starting this Friday. Well, you know, Chad Gable just likes to push people's buttons. He does. He ran into Penta last week.
Maybe I'll rip that stupid mask off your head and show everybody the ridiculous. Hey, stop! Go!
What followed would be disastrous for Master Chad Gable.
And the sacrifice delivered by Penta. I told you.
Hi there. It's not Friday Night SmackDown. It's Monday Night Raw.
I hate this, guys. I hate this. But while I'm gone, I need you to hold down the fort, okay? Please. Sorry, guys. Apologize for the interruption. Chad, I just got the update from medical. I wanted to say how sorry I am for the injury and wish you the best luck in your surgery and recovery. Pierce, I'm an Olympian. Okay, I make my own luck, but thank you. You're welcome. Guess that means we're not going to see our buddy El Grande Americano for a while, huh? Well, he's the world's greatest luchador, Pierce. I'm sure he keeps a busy schedule, but you never know. You guys, don't let the American-made spirit die while I'm gone. Ivy,
And although it's true that Chad Gable is legitimately injured, I feel like this is a great, like, you know, a great excuse for him to go full on the El Grande act.
We got you, Chad. What are we going to do without you, Chad? I mean, I'm lost.
And why is Ludwig in the corner right there?
Listen to Ivy.
He did that last week. Why is Ludwig in the corner?
You won't see Gable. Won't see El Grande Americano live.
Rusev. Rusev versus Sheamus right now. That's crazy. That WWE has an Olympic wrestler on the roster, Chad Gable and Casey Mateo. Yeah, but Chad Gable resonates with me more. I could hardly care about Casey Mateo.
WWE fans, big Bronson Reed is giving us a special look at Jurassic World Rebirth in theaters.
He may have had quite the reputation in Japanese wrestling, but he didn't resonate with me.
This world is a dangerous place. Deadly predators, ancient creatures, colossal beasts. The stakes are high. You can try to run. You can try to find.
Now, let me put my dish away before it starts again.
Stuffed crust pizza from Domino's before, so we invited some of them to a little taste test.
My brother and my mom are going to step out to the store for real quick, so I just have to watch out for the door.
Until now, that is. Introducing Domino's first ever stuffed crust pizza. We didn't just stuff our crust
I'm
with
hoping
cheese.
that Jason Mateo and Jacob Fatu can have a little bit of a program against each other if given the opportunity. Yeah.
Right for the first time tonight.
Yeah, that sounds good and about like, you know, something they would do eventually. About right.
It's changing what I believe is possible when it comes to weight loss.
Zepbound helps adults with obesity lose weight and keep it off.
But I don't know why this whole group was made in the first place. Why do we have a Bloodline 3.0 when 2.0 didn't work out? Shouldn't that be the first time?
Stop Zepbound and call your doctor if you have severe stomach pain or a serious allergic reaction. Severe side effects may include inflamed pancreas or gallbladder problems. Tell your doctor if you experience vision changes, depression, or suicidal thoughts before scheduling procedures with anesthesia. If you're nursing, pregnant, plan to be, or taking birth control pills, taking Zepbound with a sulfonylurea or insulin may cause low blood sugar. Side effects include nausea, diarrhea, and vomiting, which can cause dehydration and worsen kidney problems.
Ask your healthcare provider about Zepbound. Explore savings options today.
When it comes to your business, off is not an option. Off means time and money lost. To move forward and grow, you need to be on time, on budget.
What's my vibe playlist like? Song-wise? Because my taste in music is terrible because it's nothing but anime soundtrack and or K-pop. But don't get me wrong, I listen to American music too, like Sabrina Carpenter and who else? A little bit of Doja Cat and Taylor Swift.
Survivor Series comes to Petco Park in San Diego for the first time ever, November 29th. Tickets are on sale Friday, July 11th. That's a week from Friday. Pre-sale starts.
I play with no rhyme, no reason.
Register now or visit WWE.com/events for more information.
I know.
We'll see how it goes.
Congratulations.
I have a feeling you guys are trying to figure out what to do about the Women's World Tag Team Champions.
You're just talking about that. Yeah.
Well, as a tag team champion myself, I have an idea. Oh, want to hear me out? Oh, please.
Roxanne
well,
Perez.
I feel like Raquel's worked really hard to not only win those titles, but to defend those titles. And I feel like it would be really mean of you guys to strip her of the titles. Okay, so I have an idea. We find her a new tag team partner. Anyone in mind? Roxanne. Great idea. It's a great idea. It works for everyone. It works for you. It'll give you some matches on Raw. It works for you. It'll give you some matches on SmackDown. It works for everyone. It's a win-win. No brainer.
Momentito, we're going to confer for a second, okay?
Take your time.
You know what? We will.
Yes.
Finn, you know what?
Yeah.
We will.
It's set to be.
Under one condition.
Yes. Raquel and Roxanne, they're going to have to justify this decision. So they're going to have to prove to us and to the world that they're worthy champions.
So in 2 weeks at Evolution, they're going to defend those titles against a team from Raw, a team from SmackDown, and a team from NXT.
Whoa, that's kind of solid.
Welcome to the clubhouse. Let's go home. Done deal.
Well, that's kind of solid.
It is official.
Thank you.
Look at us. On the same page. For now.
Finally, some resolution in the women's tag team.
Thank you.
I love it. A great mutual decision by a manager's general.
Questions that would be what?
That's what I get it. And meanwhile, this is going to be a banger, as Sheamus likes to say. Sheamus and Rusev, the last time they competed in the same match was just a couple of weeks ago.
That's strange that I cosplay
6 years ago in a fatal four-way
or
tag
sing
match.
or live stream. Like, which one is it?
The last one-on-one match, Corey, was a decade ago. And
Am I looking forward to what they do with the whole Roxanne Live? Yeah. Yeah, I am. It's just that I don't see that happening yet. But of course, like, you know, that if Live is cleared, like, you know, faster than we thought, then yes, it would totally happen. But this is the curse. This is the curse of the women's tag teams. It's always a partner getting injured, and they have to replace it.
Look at this. Collar and elbow tie-up between two bulls. This has Big E special written all over it.
Rusev and Sheamus.
Raw is on now. Yes.
It's going to be an all-out brawl.
And Rusev returned to WWE, so other superstars can learn from his mistakes, an altruistic outlook on this business. Whereas Rusev believes that in his hour of need, Sheamus abandoned him. Sheamus was nowhere to be found. And Sheamus feels that Rusev's a
Damn
grown
it.
man.
I forgot to tell my mom to get me an M&M cookie ice cream.
Either way, we're the beneficiaries of these two massive
It's too late now. She's probably just gonna give me another bag of chips or a Reese's.
The Celtic Warrior bounces Rusev face first off the turnbuckle now. Take control of the matchup.
It take long for this one to devolve into a full-blown banger. And down goes Sheamus.
Yeah, good luck to Rod Zapata, our referee in this matchup. Sheamus, of course, a former four-time world champion. Toss, and Sheamus followed up with a clothesline. I'm going to get this right tonight. He calls this the Predator. Correct.
A modification on the Dublin Smart.
That makes my lips hurt, especially since they are already hurt. I love WWE, but once they go international, I'm horrible at keeping with start time. Most of the time, it'll be either 6 or 1 when it comes to them being in an international place. But it's only pre-recorded this week only because they have the week off for 4th of July.
Champion 5-time tag. You want to rumble a Money in the Bank and a King of the Ring.
Look at the power of Rusev. It's an unfamiliar feeling for Sheamus being manhandled like that.
Yeah, great point. Sheamus isn't often outpowered in a matchup, but he may well beat tonight.
Hi there.
Returning to WWE with a scowl on his face. They made mistakes in the past. Couldn't even find himself. And his return, better than ever. Sheamus now clubs away at the spine.
Oh my God, the impact between these two might leave bruises on the front row.
Oh, Sheamus catching Rusev into a power slam.
Looking down his eyes, Cole.
Celtic Warrior, furious.
I'm Charlize Theron. What's my go-to brunch match move? This one's called flight lessons. This is table service.
By the way, my Queen Beelzebub cosplay transition video is up right now, so you can see how I came up with the look all together in that video, and there'll be more videos. There'll be more videos most likely on Tuesday or Wednesday. Now that I have this cut on my lip, I have to not do it just for a few days, just until my cut heals up, because if I put lipstick over my cut again, I could do the same thing all over again, and I don't want to do that. But that's what I'll be doing for like the week and a half of next month. But I'm still gonna showcase as well some new outfit looks. I have to buy them first, of course, but that's for tomorrow.
Need a little help? We got help. Need some advice?
But I might not buy that much because I have a few outfit pieces that I could reuse and just buy a new shirt and some more accessories to make a brand new look. Just use the same skirt.
Laundry, fighting dirty.
Bring the suit, folks.
When every day feels like Monday.
So hard hitting that because they're both kind of almost the same. Their powers are evenly matched, so that's why.
So we set out to create something better. Yours are built to last a lifetime.
Who is currently your favorite and why?
Style.
And why? Just Carmelo Hayes. It is my favorite. It's not Carmelo Hayes. It's Rhea Ripley, and I don't think I have to say much why. Because she's pretty, she loves edgy things like me, and because she's strong and she's very, like, you know, outspoken about what she feels in the most like, you know, outrageous ways. Oh my god. What the hell? Why do they have to make the 2K commercial this loud? Like, come on, my TV wasn't even that loud. This won't make me buy it any less. And that commercial was loud. I put it back to the regular volume. I had to lower it just because of that stupid commercial.
Every time you think one of these men grabs the upper hand, the other one just turns it back around. It's a seesaw battle to this point. In every sense of the word. Now just a rear chinlock applied by Rusev. Notice the aggression with which he grabbed it. Just squeezing the breath out of the Celtic Warrior. This is a terrifying, painful position to be trapped. Yeah, and a little wasted motion at all for Rusev. Everything is done with a purpose.
Which movie I watch on? What movie?
Rusev kick to the face of Sheamus collapses again. Oh, did you hear that? Oh, right between the shoulder blades. Rusev done a masterful job to this point.
Hi, MSB. Welcome back.
WWE Universe out of the match, not allowing them to rally Sheamus in this battle just yet.
I am blown away by how realistic these graphics are in the video games now. I play video games since N64. Where have you been the past? Where have you been the past decade? The N64 was technically my first game system that I played, but even so, I've been hip.
Physical contact here by Rusev is firing Sheamus up.
But the first like system that I owned myself was a DS and a Wii. Those are my two favorites all time.
From the powerhouse Sheamus.
I had almost every game system, but not the Sega systems. Those don't count really because they weren't really game systems that my brothers were into because they didn't play that much Sega games. You're in your 40s, so I'm probably too old for you. Says who? My brother's in his mid-30s and he plays the same video games I do.
Any answer for that question? Take another look at this. A flying knee right to the chest of Rusev.
So I'm gonna play video games until I like, you know, lose my brain cells when I get old.
Continues the pressure on Rusev. I still can't get over the fact.
Same with anime.
After that impact. Drive all the breath out of his lungs. No doubt. I'm not entirely sure it was an instinct alone. Rusev heard the official counting and kicked out, even though he's not in any position to get back in the fight. Sheamus was looking for 10 beats of the blow, and there's a spinning heel kick by Rusev. Cover now for the victory, and a kick out by Sheamus at 2. This is what we were expecting. All-the-way slam. Heavy artillery from both superstars, and in the cover goes Rusev. Another near fall for Rusev as Sheamus kicks out.
Your lip is bleeding.
Now Rusev trying to figure out what he needs to do to put Sheamus away. Open hand strike to the back of Sheamus. Rusev knows that's not going to win you the match, but it just hurts. It's nasty. Such a little message. And Rusev into the corner. Sheamus beats him. Sheamus
still has enough energy left to do that.
Well, a backflip on the ropes.
Now Rusev going to go up top. Dangerous position for both of these men.
This could spell disaster.
Both men down. What a match between Sheamus and Rusev. Look at the impact.
These guys are evenly matched, so definitely losing the same amount of energy. Hi there.
I'm not going to go through enough.
Yeah? Grab two. Okay. There's bandages in the cabinet. I'm bleeding. Grab two.
Sheba, what cancer?
He told me I needed to start prioritizing my liver.
Dose for your liver is a clinically backed supplement that supports healthy liver function.
My stomach feels a lot better.
He has more energy, he sees his grandkids more. Start your liver health journey today at dosedaily.com.
By the way, I'm almost done with Squid Games. I have 2 episodes left I need to watch, and not looking forward to them because I'm aware that there's an unhappy ending. It's just that I wonder what it is. Don't spoil it for me.
2024.
Sheamus is vicious. He always has been.
Always costing money. But when you get the Cashapp card and direct deposit at least $300 each month, you're good. Hey, Mr. Darby, we can waive that ATM fee. And when distractions happen, and all of a sudden, you've overdrafted, we can give you free overdraft coverage too. And even when your goals feel a million miles away, your savings are still working for you with 4% interest. So you're good.
Welcome to Saturday Night's Main Event. Saturday Night's Main Event is back. The lights, the legends, the chaos.
Yep, that's 2 weeks from now. I'll be live streaming that as well. Unfortunately, my Night of Champions live stream got copyrighted. They're really, I don't know why they were so light on I don't know why they accepted my videos before, but not now. They're really getting stricter with these copyrights, but I don't get it because every time I see what the copyright is for, it always says it's just for a few minutes. It's not the whole video. You would think it's the whole video entirely because you hear the whole show, but no, it's just only for 5 minutes. So that's the only thing that annoys me all the time. What's the reason for early start in PA? I told you they have a week off, so most of these shows will be pre-recorded. It'll say live, but they're not really live.
One of those blows would send me to the hospital for a while. Oh, did you hear that? God!
One of these guys may leave Pittsburgh with a few cauliflower ears. Oh.
You're probably close to being monetized. Not really. I mean, I got 871 hours. I need to be at 3,000 in order to be eligible. So as much as I'm almost at 1,000, that's still not nowhere near being monetized yet. But that's my reason why I don't have super chat, y'all, because I know you've been asking me where's my super chat, but I'm not eligible for super chat yet. just continue to watch my streams and it'll give me more watch hours. Every 100 views is 1 hour, so the more views, the more I'll get. Hi there. I'm from Long Island, New York.
That's a buster out. Down. Rusev will be feeling that for the next few days, but listen to this place. Come alive behind Sheamus. Falling for the plug.
Hello. Nope.
Rusev caught it. Great throw by Rusev.
Yeah, he stopped mid-kick.
Speed of Rusev. Moving down, leaning out.
I would be dead on a punching heart. I think anyone would. That was close. And the audience counted 3, but he got up before then. Let's see. 2, 3. See, they said it even though they were too late.
Rusev able to kick out and keep this contest alive. They're packed to the rafters tonight in Pittsburgh.
Okay, I said hi. Like,
sold out, and they're seeing a war.
Watch the show now.
And Rusev here one-on-one. An old school super heavyweight throwdown. Late 70s match. In the best way possible. Exactly. These two could go at it all night long. Sheamus trying to lift Rusev up. Rusev drops down. Now it's Rusev playing Sheamus. Standing Uranagi by Rusev, who now lines up the Celtic Warrior. Oh, caught him with the kick. Sheamus dropped. I don't know if now's the time to admire your handiwork, Rusev. Oh, no. You know what? And Rusev, Sheamus has felt this move before, the accolade. The submission move now by Rusev on Sheamus. The accolade has won many championships for Rusev over the years. It is deep into the matchup. It's already tough to catch your breath. This makes it downright impossible.
You gotta get out of here.
Up and down your spine. And Sheamus trying to somehow drag himself out of the middle of the ring.
Yeah, like you could just get up to overpower it. You can. Yes, you can. Oh. Yeah, he fell. It was too heavy for him, but he got him on the apron at least, and that.
Rusev ain't getting up after that.
Hi there.
May not get up either. Yeah, was that Sheamus' last gasp? A count of 5 now by our official. Rusev is out. Just starting to move. Sheamus has dragged himself back into the ring. What a count of 7. A count of 7. A count of 8 now. Rusev trying to recover. Count of 5. And Rusev just barely beat
Yo, that would have been insane.
Will Rusev regret that decision? Rusev was physically able to will himself back into the bottom.
He almost got counted out. He was literally a millisecond.
Who belongs in a fight right now? Yeah, jarring rope kick in front of us by Sheamus rocking Rusev. Sheamus kicked Rusev so hard, you need dental work. Yeah.
You need dental work.
Rusev hits the block, bounces Sheamus. Face first off the ring post. I hope Rusev isn't thinking what he's thinking.
Yes, Sheamus, come on. Still too heavy.
Position there with Hogan outside the ring on the ropes.
Oh no.
Exposing the turnbuckle.
Ah!
Sternum first goes Sheamus.
do it. Dang, that turnbuckle grappled to the neck. It's good to hear my just pulling great again. Yeah.
Pittsburgh WWE Universe, but the victory belongs to Rusev. Take a look at this. The official
But Pat McAfee will return soon. I think he's taking a vacation, but also I think it's a mental health vacation. I don't know what's up with him, but he said that he's fine and that he's just enjoying his time off.
Kudos to Sheamus for hanging in this war. But tonight belongs to Rusev.
I don't know any girl who has a beard, but okay. Aw. He's a heel, bud. That's his buddy for life, so he showed some respect. Yep, it was a great match.
For a second time with WWE Evolution. It's no secret that our women's division has the absolute best talent in the world. In Atlanta, the spotlight shines directly on them. In honor of the tradition of the first Evolution, Nick and I have decided to host an award where the winner goes on to a championship match at Clash in Paris.
Sounds like my mom. Sounds like my mom and brother are back, so I just better help them unload the stuff.
Well, on the heels of tonight's breaking news that Chad Gable is officially on the sidelines, I'm backstage with American-made Ivy. How do you guys plan to move forward without your leader?
Jackie, we've got a lot of work to do. But first things first, I'm getting myself in that battle royal for Evolution. Because believe me,
Can I get a reaction to whatever that was?
That's the movement.
Can I get a reaction to whatever that was?
Kaiser, give me 6 reps of American meat.
Thank you for the time. Cole Corey, interesting development. Definitely going to try to follow up on it, but I think I see someone that we might want to talk to. Fresh off of a huge victory at Night of Champions, Sami Zayn. Congratulations on defeating Karrion Kross. I was hoping to...
Get your phones ready. I would describe myself as a fighter. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. For over 30 years, our fights have been against giants. We have recovered billions and billions and billions.
I saw everything.
Injured, call your own.
I saw everything. And
If you're a fighter, you can count on us. There's only one Morgan & Morgan.
so that's why Ludwig was stalking them. He's going to fill in for El Grande Americano. Oh my gosh. You've been stooped to that level, Ludwig? Because nobody's gonna question how did El Grande Americano got taller. Where's my light? It's over there, but I just can't take out my remote control batteries, obviously, because I could be using my remote, to turn the volume down or up. So that's why I'm not using it today. But most likely tomorrow or during this week, I'll get some batteries so that way I can use it.
Adults with obesity. Zepbound means change.
It's changing what I believe is possible
Hi there.
when it comes to weight loss.
Zepbound helps adults with obesity lose weight and keep it off. Don't take if allergic to it, or if you or someone in your family had medullary thyroid cancer or multiple endocrine neoplasia.
So you say.
Tell your doctor if you get a lump or swelling in your neck. Stop Zepbound. And
I'll
call
humor your
doctor if you
delusions
experience
so long as they're
serious
safe.
allergic reaction. Severe side effects may include inflamed pancreas or gallbladder problems. Tell your doctor if you experience vision
How have I
changes,
been?
depression,
I'm
or suicidal
fine.
thoughts before scheduled procedures with anesthesia.
I'm just annoyed that I cut my lips so I can't cosplay until the cut is healed, because if I put lipstick or anything on it, I'm just going to make it worse.
Explore savings options today.
Your terrorist friend is amazing.
Sammy got attacked by Cross backstage. I know. I saw it. Remember, my mom has it on in the living room, so I could see it even if I leave the room for a sec. Have you ever thought about doing a Rhea Ripley cosplay? Yes, so many times, and I will. I have plenty of time to do a Rhea Ripley cosplay, because unlike any other cosplay that I'll do, that'll be the most simplest one of all, because I just need to get like a leather look inspired by her, and then I'll just probably get like a choppy like black wig. What a waste of bread and peanut butter and jelly.
So at Evolution, Rhea Ripley versus Io Sky for the Women's World Championship. You're wrong.
You know, it's interesting to know that Rhea Ripley has never defeated Io Sky in her career. Well, she gets another opportunity a week from Sunday at WWE Evolution in Atlanta.
Get out of here.
Ripley looks to win back the Women's World Championship from the woman who took the gold from her, Io Sky. It takes place at Evolution. Opportunity is the name of the game at Evolution. We heard it announced earlier.
I'm only mean to people who feed onto delusions that involve me, so. Some of the girls' outfits are so intricate, it looks like it must take forever to make them. Yes, but they're not really, because I follow an Instagram page that I told you tells me where and how much exactly they spent on each outfit they wore tonight. So I'm obviously not going to spend the amount they spent, but I can definitely find like clothes similar to that at a cheaper price.
Monday Night Raw is live tonight, sold out in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And presented by Snickers.
But I think you're beautiful and I find you very attractive. And
and big hopes this year. Aaron Rodgers broke my heart, so I would break your heart. So we got that. Talking about breaking hearts, look no further. Oh, breaking bones, breaking bodies, breaking people's will.
I already did say thank you the first time we met, but over exceeding a compliment loses all meaning to it, so that's why.
Hall of Famer Goldberg will be in the ring as he battles Gunter for the World Heavyweight Championship.
I don't don't think I can ever get used to seeing all the advertisement and production places all over the thing. Yeah, all over the ring. Yeah, but unfortunately, I did get used to them. It's just that it doesn't look right. At least like all of them. Like I understand if you have like one promotion, but at least like make it one promotion a day. You don't have to put all of them. Like I don't think like, you know, companies and collaborations will get mad at you for not mentioning it one time. Not literally, you dumbass. I meant on here. Like, no way I'm meeting you in real life. That goes for you too. Go somewhere else if you're looking for someone to simp over.
Yes, you guessed right. I came out here tonight to talk about Bill Goldberg.
He just mad because I won't falter.
We all saw the video highlighting some of Bill Goldberg's greatest career moments before.
But tough nuts.
And I gotta say I'm impressed. It's violent, it's brutal, destructive. He left the mark
fuck off if you're trying to meet with me.
But just like his matches, all summed up in 3 minutes for you. Bill Goldberg has every right to claim that he's the most feared man of his generation. But I am not afraid of what is left of Bill Goldberg, because I see what he really is. He's a 58-year-old man and wants to ride out his career on my coattail. One last hurrah at my expense. It is definitely not going to happen.
Because I'm smart. That's why. Go cry about it for the next few hours. You'll still simp over me till then.
And I know that I'm very capable to beat him in just under 3 minutes. But that's not my goal.
No, unfortunately, I don't think Bill Goldberg is gonna what you call it win. He never was in a sense, but this is a retiring match, so they have to at least make him lose in a good way. So I'm single, and look at me, I'm totally fine. If you can do it, I can too. If I can do it, you can too. So like, it's not really that hard.
Bill Goldberg say he doesn't like bullies. So Bill, too bad you bumped into the biggest
I've been single for what? For like 5 years now, so I can handle it.
I'm going to push you around. I'm going to treat you like a piece of crap.
Goldberg shouldn't be wrestling. Gunter, it should be Brock. Forget that. They already had their time.
Guessing if you Bill.
They already had their time in their run. But I did like that run better than Bobby Lashley's run. Even though it was just as silly as that one.
And after Bill Goldberg, I'll be walking out here. It will be on me to raise the question.
I choose my own fate. I don't know what your fate has to do with me, because that's not what I was told. That's not what I was taught in life. My fate is not bound by somebody. It's bound by me. So fuck off already. Like, it's becoming. It was a joke at first, but now it's becoming tiresome. Oh, he changed it. He finally got it customized. He finally got his briefcase customized. Yeah, but it's a simple briefcase, just black and gold. But I do appreciate the O in money has his logo.
course of the future at WWE Event Champion Saturday.
Speaking of Rock, did you see his daughter? She just won. Yeah, I saw that. I know, they're so identical. It's creepy. It's like literally Brock Lesnar with lipstick on, and I'm like, it's hard to believe. I'm not trying to be rude, but it's just hard to believe she's a girl. But I oversee that because I'm not saying she's trans, but I have to. But just as I would with trans community, I would oversee that and see the beauty that it held within. Sure, we could talk on here, but you're never gonna get in my DMs. I'm never gonna chat with you online on my own time, as I do with everyone else on here. You're not special. I don't chat with anybody on this stream.
Well, by the look of his face, for some reason you're very proud to travel very, very far and achieve absolutely nothing.
I mean,
whoa, hey, achieve absolutely nothing. Come on, he hasn't been paying attention. He hasn't been paying attention. Look, Gunter, we came out here to congratulate you. We have not seen you since you won this.
What's going on Raw? And so far we had just 2 matches. Finn Balor beat the New Day, and now they're the new tag team champions again. Finn Balor and JD McDonough are. And we just had a nice match with Rusev and Sheamus.
Tonight of Champions to cash in this Money in the Bank contract on John Cena. If you have been paying attention, you would understand for the last 2 years I have said time and time again that if there is breath in my lungs, CM Punk will not be a world champion in this company. And we flew all the way across the world to stand on that business.
No, you don't. Persistence is not a good look on anyone. Especially when it comes to flirting for somebody who's not interested. That just shows that they don't value your feelings at all. They're just going to keep on saying it until you say yes.
As it stands, this Money in the Bank contract, when we won this, I told the world.
Hey, just take rejection like a real person and just move on with your life.
So let me repeat. Congratulations, champion.
Only I am the judge of that, so your vouch for him don't mean nothing to me. Hi there. So Saturday Night Main Event, Gunter wins, then cash in, I guess. Maybe. I don't know. Because one second Seth Rollins was teasing a cash in for John Cena, and now he's going to tease a cash in for that. Run for your life. Hi there. Yes, I do reply, but if it's a question or just stupid flirting, then I'm gonna ignore you. Or I'm gonna completely rip on you until you get tired of me. Oh my God. CM Punk versus Gunter tonight or soon. Oh, LA Knight. Dude. Oh, you showed your true colors there.
Why? What he do?
I'm not talking to you.
Yeah, what he do though?
What are you talking
Seth
about?
Rollins, right?
What about him?
That's who showed their true colors?
No!
Oh, I thought you meant like.
Dude,
I thought he said something. He threw a drink in his face. He threw a drink in his face.
Well, he threw popcorn at him. So.
He threw popcorn at me, you motherfucker.
If you think you could make me into something you envision, then that shows exactly how you think of. Well, that shows your true intentions right there. So, I definitely say fuck off to
Speaking from
you.
experience, I've had a shoulder injury before. I know how long it takes to rehab that. It's going to be a really long road for Liv, okay? And I just want you to stay champion.
Fine, I guess, whatever. So, does this mean what I think it means?
Well, I think so. But maybe we should have a vote.
A vote?
Yes. A vote to see if Roxanne should be the newest member of the Judgment Day. Everyone knows my
I
answer?
love that shirt Roxanne has on.
JD? I want Judgment Day to stay on top. So it's a yes or no. I don't want to live. No. Make the decision yourself. Make Liv proud. Yeah. Alleged yes.
Alleged, yes.
Yeah, it's down to you.
You better hold up your end of the shield, cheeky stuff.
Well, I guess it's official. Roxanne,
That's cute.
let's cheers our titles to the newest member of the Judgment Day. Well done.
Look, I just want to be when I always go. I'll do it. And I think I'll start by getting revenge on the person
Hi there,
that took
Wallow.
out
Welcome back.
How do you say?
At least we're on the same page when it comes to that.
Liv's gonna love this. She's gonna love this. This is
She's gonna love this. No, she's not. You know exactly what you're doing. Hello. Hi. Unfortunately, welcome to the PK crew because I can use all the subscribers, but I'm going to not humor in your little fantasy. What's for dinner? You missed it. I already had pasta and meatloaf.
Very, very seriously. Bayley trying to change her life. Number one contendership for the Intercontinental title on the line.
I don't want to take off my glasses right now.
You guys want to do a little spot?
Yeah, I could be into it. Just like a one-time casual thing with Tyler, or?
I was talking about switching teams with them.
I don't like this game. I'm working on it.
Today, she's watching her first hockey game. And then before you know it, you're watching hers. At Credit One Bank, we believe having the credit and rewards for the little moments today can lead to even bigger ones tomorrow. Get 5% cash back on everyday purchases, like gas, with the Credit One Bank Platinum X5 Visa Signature. Credit One Bank, for what's ahead.
You'll take me to Hell's Kitchen? No thanks. Just give me the money so I could go there myself. That's really all you have to do to make me happy. Because I can be happy by myself. I don't need a man catering to me to be happy.
Rated M for mature.
You're a lesbian? I respect all LGBT, but that still don't change my opinion. Dude, you already said it, like. If I'm smirking because I'm just laughing at the fact at how silly you are still trying so hard, because do you deliberately waste your time on people's streams just to bother them? Because that's a real sad life. Because you know it just takes a click of a button to block you. I just am curious to see how far you would go. But if I see that's a danger to myself and it's bothering my streamers that actually care about me, then you could go fuck off with somebody who's most likely prettier than me, because I'm sure there is.
Tickets for Crown Jewel Perth, Monday Night SmackDown, and Monday Night Raw at RAC Arena this October 10th to the 13th on sale Wednesday, with pre-sale available right now. Visit WWE.com/events for more information. Montez Ward of the Street Profits is playing Bianca Belair, and the opportunity to visit beautiful Western Australia, and they cannot wait to be a part of the TakeOver Perth in October.
Is there anyone from NXT you are looking forward to being called up on the main roster in the near future? I mean, technically, Lash Legend came on the main roster for a short amount of time, but I think she was resonating more to NXT fans, so that's why she was sent back there. But I wish she could come back. I want Tatum Paisley. I don't know how it's pronounced. I forgot how it's pronounced, but I want Tatum to be on the main roster too. As well as Javon Evans and Obafemi. See, it's at that point where you realize when I'm acting serious now. So really don't test me on here, because I have a high tolerance, but when my tolerance is done with, I'm blocking people.
Evolution is presented by Maybelline Naomi, the official cosmetics partner of WWE. Massive matchup here tonight. Lyra Valkyria battling out to see who will be next.
Ooh, those are pretty.
Challenge Becky Lynch for the Women's Intercontinental Championship.
Lyra's wearing a pretty outfit today. She has her little wing ruffly thingies, that's her wing ruffle tassels like she always has, and it looks like they're silver wings to her. It has silver wings, like the Pokemon Skarmory. And I like Bailey's outfit. It's kind of of interesting. It has I love that she's wearing asexual colors, but she just has that little patch of blue. But it's a light blue, so it'll match well with the white. So that's why it's not too it's not too much of a weird color combination. Like, if you have a color that don't match with the other colors on your outfit, at least have a light color that would match one of them. Kari's big elbow from the top rope is insane. I think it might be best tough elbow. Yeah, okay. I'm glad she's okay though, because she had to lay low for a little while because people were deliberately blaming her for injuring the people that got injured in her comeback matches when it wasn't her fault at all. It was literally the wrestler she was facing. She did not injure Zoe Stark. She did not injure Liv Morgan. They all got injured on their own.
The game is always getting younger, it's getting faster, it's getting stronger. You want to maintain your foothold while you have it. Beautiful.
I think Scar Marie should have a Mega Evolution. Maybe. I don't know. Because it kind of looks like a Mega Evolution all by itself. Hi there, IB. Welcome back.
For some reason, Bayley still feels as though she's overlooked. She's not spoken of in the same breath as it. Becky Lynch or Charlotte Flair with the same regularity.
Exactly. They were all accidents, but people online were trolling and death threatening Kairi Sane because they're like, look what you've done. You're taking out all of the women's wrestlers one by one and stuff. And no, that's not it at all. Even Rhea Ripley stepped in to defend her, saying that if you think we just injure people on purpose, then you must be sick. I'm going to just giving motivational quotes. Here's yours. Always pursue your dreams. You can succeed. I think that's the standard motivation.
Kick out by Bayley at 2. The damage has been done perhaps to the back of Lyra Valkyrie. Oh, and a collision put with it down. Center of the ring. Critical part of this matchup. One of these women going to face Becky Lynch for the Intercontinental title. Ooh.
You're finally getting it. You should take down all the women's wrestlers one by one and become the champion. That would be a heel's way of thinking, but those kinds of concepts don't work too long.
Deep down, she's always had something special. But you have to go when no one's watching. To see how special you really are. Laundry, fighting dirty. Bring the juice, folks. When every day feels like Monday, Minutemen, bring the juice.
I saw your dances while at work. Definitely brought a smile. Thank you. I haven't done in a while, but I'm glad that some people go back to look back on them because I do like dancing to J-pop songs. It's just that sometimes, especially now, it'd be too hot. So that's why I hold back on them mostly in the summer. Thank you. My favorite movie genre? I'm not too sure. I guess I just like action, comedy, and romance a little.
Lyra Valkyria, who says she feels alive when she can fly, goes to the top rope, but Bayley meets her there. You mentioned a few moments ago, Corey, the injured back of Lyra Valkyria because of the Boston Crab seems to be affecting her here. Yeah, to the surprise of no one.
Who doesn't like attention, but I'm not seeking it.
Every aspect of your game, whether it be offensive or defensive. Oh, superplex! That's not going to help. Oh, wait, both shoulders down and a kick out. Bayley was trying to kick her legs over, perhaps into a pinning combination. Valkyria one step ahead would tie the role model up as we take another look at this expertly executed superplex. But again, we talk about the damage to Valkyria's back. That certainly couldn't help.
Those leg grapples are insane.
Clothesline beginning to build a little bit more momentum here. High angle belly to back suplex by the role model. And Valkyria wisely rolling under the bottom rope to the floor. Yeah, Bayley, you saw the look on her face. She knew that was her opportunity maybe to put Lyra away. And now Valkyria outside the ring. And Bayley measuring her opponent, but he uses steps to her advantage and delivers an elbow to Valkyria. Bayley with a chance to cover one out. Near fall. Again, the winner of this match faces
although I like Lyra's outfit, sheer veil in the center of panty lining is not a good look because that would be way too uncomfortable.
Off of the top rope. But Bayley does tend to employ a more traditional strategy. Great counter by Lyra, turning that into an arm drag. Wow, around we go. Lyra now. Swinging neck breaker.
Is that tea from something in particular just caught my eye? Nah, this is once again a thing I bought from Shine. It's just the manga illustration of something edgy. I'll always have shirts like those.
Just spiked Bayley in the middle of the ring.
No, really?
Lyra Valkyria over the past year here on Monday Night Raw.
Yes, I'm watching WWE.
The tornado DDT. Bayley. Shrug it off, sunset flip, turnbuckle. There we go. And I think, beautiful pinning combination for the win. And Lyra manages to kick out. And I think Lyra Valkyria knows how dangerous Bayley is, and Lyra realizes you may only get to make one mistake. You may only miscalculate once when you're dealing with a veteran as decorated as Bayley. And Lyra does a great point to mitigate the damage done to her. And again, that sunset flip bomb into the turnbuckle. Focused on the back again of Lyra Valkyria. Keeps up the pressure to the core of the former Intercontinental champion. Look at this. Lyra with a gunner. Bomb. Here it is for the win. Shoulders down. Bayley kicks again. That's a testament to the toughness of Lyra Valkyria with the damaged core. Hoisting up the role model and spiking Bayley with a sit-out powerbomb. Nearly ended this. And what a battle between these two. Becky Lynch waiting in the wings. Guarantee you can study each and every move both of these competitors make. Looking for a German suplex. Is Valkyria countered by Bayley. And Lyra off the second rope. Both women hit heads. And both women are down. Lyra trying to shake out the cobwebs. Bayley back to her feet. Close exchange. Bayley might have the advantage. I don't know if it was a smart decision to stand and strike on Valkyria. Both women again with the same idea. Lyra looking for a German suplex. Bayley standing switch. The Rose plant shrugged off by Valkyria.
I have no idea what that is. John Cena the GOAT? Yes, he is. Whatever. You're poor. Your attempts were poor. Your attempts have been poor, but sure, whatever. At this point, I don't think I could stop your persistentness.
Well, Lyra clearly had her shoulders down.
Yeah, it was. I was like, that's not a.
The referee just in the car, you can hear her tell Alicia Taylor that both women's shoulders were down. Wait a minute.
Okay, this is Monday Night Watch. Party support the channel like and subscribe. Thanks, Assembly.
Understandably incensed there was an opportunity to get a continental championship.
Did I kill the battery of the light stick? No, it's just that I can't take out my remote control batteries right now because obviously I'm using them. So just for today, I probably won't use it, but I'll get batteries later in the week so I can use it and won't have to worry about using my remote batteries.
These women has earned the right to challenge Becky Lynch. Though both to this point have made a great case for themselves. Well, somebody's got to get out here and stop this brawl.
Yeah. I hate Jade Cargill. Oh, whatever. That's fine if you do.
I hate this decision by the official.
Want to keep your eyes on your eyes. Alright. Asuka, you should have won. Yeah. I don't like the way she lost. That's just all. I'm fine with Jade Cargill winning. It's just that I don't like how she lost. Like that. I'm surprised Becky's not here.
There's one person I'm actually more happy about this decision. That's Becky Lynch, the Intercontinental Champion, because she no longer has a number one contender to deal with. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we saw Seth Rollins and LA Knight get in a brawl earlier tonight. Well, Corey's the main official for Saturday night's main event a week from Saturday. Mr. Money in the Bank, the visionary, the revolutionary Seth.
I'm from Long Island, New York.
Has a chance to put all of his issues with the megastar to
I'm only as knowledgeable as I can be because I'm pretty sure most people in the stream, actually experience some of the older times in wrestling. So whatever I know is obviously from now till like 2010.
What's going through your mind right now?
What's going through my mind is Seth Rollins' knees haven't worked that well in years. You see him run away, it's because he knows I'm not the one to mess with. I got receipts for him, Paul Heyman, Bron,
I see you, but you wouldn't be the first to do that. You wouldn't be the first to do that. That's not why I wear my glasses, but that's like, that's a clever way for you guys to watch it, but if you really want to watch it, like, close up, I have a link in the description that you can use, so you don't have to rely so much on my lenses.
Guys, you sure you're one of these?
Let's do it. Looks like Sami's been cleared and ready to go despite the fact that his ribs are heavily taped after an attack by carrying Cross in a steel pipe earlier tonight. We know anything about Sami Zayn. He regularly thinks with his heart rather than his head. Tonight,
you shouldn't be swinging that hard. Yeah, Sami, don't swing that hard if you just got swung in the stomach by a steel pipe.
Sami Zayn tried to put the carrying Cross properly. Not a champion. This is clearly a mistake. Cross is going nowhere. Zayn and Penta. Bron and Bronson. Massive main event. Live on Netflix. 2024.
Are you in a different room or just a different angle? I don't know. I don't hear your mom either. I'm in my room on Mondays. I'm in my room on Mondays, and my mom is in the living room. So you just might hear an echo of the living room TV. But my mom is being loud when exciting stuff happening still.
Cashapp. No tricks, no ponies, just smart money moves.
I always said Sammy's theme is basically lobby music from an anime event in Apex. I wish I had a maybe I could show you this way.
We can recommend a shop for you. Okay, Tyler, let's go fix your car.
It's not the same, but it's the same kind of beat though.
You might be suffering from
There was an Apex event that had to do with anime themed skins, and they had a lobby music that was similar to a theme from My Hero Academia, but I always said that theme sounds similar to Sami Zayn's music.
And we're more than just human beings. OSA is a chronic condition tied to breathing interruptions and oxygen deprivation during sleep.
I forgot the name of the event. I really did.
That was us. Talk to your doctor about OSA. Let's keep being humans.
I have to find it eventually. If you don't take off your glasses, I will never watch WWE. I think that's the opposite. But I told you the link's in the description if you want to watch the show yourself. No, I don't want to be a wrestler.
Rutherford, New Jersey, on Saturday, August 2nd, Sunday, August 3rd are on sale now via Ticketmaster. Well, you can put your green compounds down for a second, because I want to send a special thank you to Cardi B for the SummerSlam theme song Outside.
I only saw Rhea in the beginning. Yeah, she was just doing a promo for herself and basically saying that she's next in line to face Io at Evolution. I'm trying to listen. Hey, yes, this is it. Hey, let me mute it for a sec so I can show you. Thank you. Not this part. Okay. Okay, this part. That's what I found similar to Sami Zayn's music. It's a lobby music from Apex. It just obviously has more guitar in it. And the signature Apex beat. I hope I don't get copyright for that. But anyway. I should make a film for the light sticks. Yeah, I am. I'm gonna learn how to, but until then, I'll just buy them. They don't seem to cost that much either, because I was able to find a online store that specializes in these. So it obviously costs a lot. It obviously costs a lot to buy the pen light itself, but to buy the film, it seems very cheap. I'm just gonna get a Marine and Hatsune Miku film. My mom's fine. She's watching wrestling in the living room.
Uso earlier this month against Breaker and Reed. Actually won the match, albeit by disqualification. Sami and Penta would like a victory here tonight. I think the secret in this one is Penta. Zero miedo, no fear. You
Called up last week.
step into this matchup with Bronson Reed.
Is this the main event? Yeah, it is.
Anything resembling fear because they will keep you alive. Both Sami and Penta had a long rivalry with Paul Breaker over the Intercontinental Championship for about a year. This is a whole different situation. So you've got Bronson Reed, you've got
Yeah, just carrying cross attacked Sami Zayn in the back earlier, so that's why his ribs feels like, you know, in pain. But he was still cleared to fight tonight. And Seth Rollins has his briefcase customized, simple black and gold concept that he's going for. It does look very sleek. Did I miss a women's fight or drama? Well, like I just said, you missed the attack on that carrying cross gave Sami Zayn. He basically took a steel pipe to his stomach and he whacked him with it. And because Chad Gable being out and how Ludwig was just like, you know, looking in the shadows, Ludwig is going to play the part of El Grande Americano, but is nobody going to question, like, you know, how did El Grande Americano got like two inches taller or something? Nobody's going to question that.
Breaker off of his game, which is clearly much easier said than done. Big kick to the face.
Tiffany Stratton better not, like, you know, find El Grande mask in her bag accidentally. So no women's fight today. Probably because ruined script. Yeah, about that they were. Roxanne Perez got her initiation into Judgment Day, but there's going to be a fatal four-way at Evolution. They have a match, and it's going to be a women's tag team from Raw, a women's tag team from SmackDown, and one from NXT. But whoever that is anyone's guess. That scares me every time he just bounces the ring that fast. Favorite wrestler, it's Rhea Ripley.
Jealousy there. JETS. Here comes the 330-pounder. Big Bronson Reed. Dominus Rex, a powerhouse who moves way too fast for a man outside. And that splash.
All time, I can't say all time because I haven't experienced that much wrestling. I was hardly alive yet. There's too many to count anyway. Who under El Grande Americano's match, this Ludwig Kaiser, who's going to fill in for him. But his increase in height is going to give him away. This Bron is getting old. Yeah, I don't like. Yes, that's one. The Penta walk. Yay! Yay! Perfect landing. That was a perfect landing. See, this is what Montez Ford should do, but he never takes consideration. What would be your Mount Rushmore? I'm not sure. John Cena, Randy Orton.
Today, she's watching her first hockey game.
Bray Wyatt.
And then before you know it, you're watching.
Yeah, that's pretty much all I can think of as of right now.
One day, we believe having the credit in the world to the little moments today.
I grew up with mostly those guys. everyone else is either gone or like, you know, not wrestling anymore completely, like, you know, wrestling in other companies and or just gave up wrestling altogether.
And cupcake, you're craving something sweet, like snacks that leave Twinkies in your eye. So don't have to wait any longer and grab them before everything really snowballs. Hostess, please, Mickey Snacky.
Fresh aged cheddar for a new cheddar crust pizza sent down to our kitchen from the cheddar heavens.
Actually, we sent down here from the dairy farm.
Hi there.
Actually, yeah.
We're making you a one-topping cheddar crust pizza for $11.99. Better ingredients, better pizza.
Having fun. K-pop Demon Hunters. I haven't stopped binge, like, you know, I haven't stopped rewatching it. I just love it so much. And usually I think Netflix movies are whack, but this won my heart completely. And I'm not just being biased on K-pop music. It's just that its animation is just so pretty, and I love those. I love Huntrix's outfits so much. I'm so glad, like, you know, that they have cosplay costumes of them available. But honestly, I wouldn't wear them just for a cosplay. I would just wear them just for regular clothes because they just look so pretty that way. Maybe using wax paper and cutting out what image or text you want. Yeah, that's how you make a film yourself. But it's not wax paper you have to use. You have to use a plastic filer. You have to use a plastic filer, like the kind that you put in folders, but those plastic see-through ones. Yeah, you have to use those. Then you use an X-Acto knife to cut out the exact size of the film, and then just, you know, swirl it up and put it in the light stick. I don't have an X-Acto knife though. I only have scissors, and I definitely wouldn't be able to cut like that perfect. So I'm just gonna temporarily buy them, but I will make some eventually. But I can't. But I don't really have a print. I don't really have a printer either, so I can't really print out images. I can always draw them, but my drawings won't always be perfect, especially if I'm trying to draw people. And my handwriting is not any better.
Guarantee there's a receipt coming. Gary by Penta opened the door for Sami to join the fray. The fiery Sami Zayn. Zayn now teeing off on Big Bronson Reed. And now the concern on the face of Paul Heyman. I noticed how he hung up his phone pretty quick, but his guys got in trouble. Nothing to brag about, I guess. History's written by the victors, I assure you. Heyman was probably narrating a chapter.
Any snacks? No, my mom didn't get any because she said wait till tomorrow because since I get paid tomorrow, we're gonna go, you know, do our monthly grocery shopping. So she's like, no snacks tonight. All she got was watermelon from the meat market.
Sami, lands on his feet, goes right over the top rope. Sami holding his own, don't ribs at all. Going putting her down, second ropes.
And we kind of have to go grocery shopping tomorrow because come around the second and 3rd of July, it'll be packed because everybody's, you know, doubling up on their food because, you know, barbecues, parties. Yeah, you could display your YouTube name on one side when you're not representing someone. I know. I just wouldn't want to make my own print myself. I would want someone to. I was looking on Etsy and seeing, like, you know, if someone was willing to create an idol signature for me, and I was seeing how much it cost, and there's one that has my eye for $35. So I'm like, maybe if she could like come up with a PNG. If she could come with a PNG for me, I'll definitely print that out. I just need to figure out how, but maybe I could just, maybe I could always just, you know, use that free trial on one of those, like, you know, those camera pictures made into real, like, you know, Polaroid prints, one of those apps, and just do that. I would donate $100 if you give me $50 Fortnite gift card. Why would I spend money just to get money? I mean, sure, I'm getting $50 more, but I already have more than that, so I don't need it. Besides, I get paid tomorrow, not today.
Big Bronson Reed making his way back to a vertical base.
I have more than $100 when I get paid tomorrow, though. Even after I pay all my bills.
On his face as he climbs up the top rope. Sami Zayn, though, able to get out of trouble. Penta's finally dragged himself up to the apron. He's injured.
And we're gonna have to hit the gym to keep up.
Right out to our announce table. Corey, get the hell out of the way. We know what Breaker's got in store here.
He seems to be fine. But he can't really lift that much though, because he's like, you know, one of those guys that has an internal injury, so he can't overexceed himself the way he could though. You don't want to trigger the internal injury to the point where, you know, you have to get surgery all over again.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, there's bandages in the cabinet. Grab 2.
Sheila, what cats want?
Losing to last week's leftovers. Can't escape the doom squad. Laundry, why you dirty?
Bring the juice, Lou. Bring the juice. Time to bring the juice.
When every day feels like Monday, Minutemen, bring the juice.
Sometimes life has a way of surprising.
Funny how the ref in better fit than the wrestlers.
Thanks to Chime, you get fee-free overnight.
I guess so, but
Payday when you say.
all the guys wrestlers outfits are pretty standard.
That easy credit.
Unlike the women's, who put a lot of thought and effort into all their designs. Because it doesn't take that much for the male wrestlers to, you know, have a good outfit. All they need to do is just slap their logo on and just probably put a design print that they like, and that's it.
Rated M for mature.
They either have pants or bodysuits, so you don't have to really put that much thought into those kinds. Heyman was a dick when he started, now he's a punk. I'm not spending my time looking at wrestlers' weight.
Fingertips away, almost there. Baker with another shot. Back. Sami will launch Baker on the top rope and get Sami on the third. Sami has an opportunity, but he's a long way away from Penta. Trying to drag his body to the corner. Braun Breaker intercepts again.
Come on. Yay. Oh. I'm watching Monday Night Raw.
Right kick right in the back of the knee. Drop kick breaker. Bronson Reed. Big kick. Step up Enziguri by Penta. Into the corner.
Yeah.
Breaker's got Phil open.
Those handstands on the rope are cool.
Oh no, Bron Breaker in danger of being
What's the kitty plush? Nothing, but it's not from anywhere, but you'll always see me have a plushie that I own when I'm streaming. But I named this cat plushie Yami. If you don't know what Yami means, it means darkness in Japanese.
Absolutely superhuman power displayed by Bron Breaker. But it just goes to show you why Penta is one of the best in the business today, able to adapt in a bad situation and spike Bron Breaker. And this has been the most favorable position that Penta and Sami Zayn has been in. This is going to get going now. Hanging up on the apron to the official, Bronson Reed.
Hey, yeah, cheating.
We're dealing with a goofball Heyman, and now
Goofball Heyman.
Reed.
That's it. Oh. It didn't work too well, Mr. Heyman. Oh, Michael Cole, you're so funny. Who's your favorite WWE wrestler? It's Rhea Ripley. Oh no! Hey.
All of the air driven out of the lungs of big Bronson Reed. But can Penta muster the will to get back in this fight? Sami needs a tag. Sami needs Penta to tag him. Tag's made to Breaker. Here comes it.
I think Karrion Kross is going to attack him again. Who do I prefer, Pat McAfee or Corey Graves? I don't care. I like them both. I don't prefer anybody on commentating. I love all of them. I'm not biased on any of them. Even Joe Test won my heart, and he was very sloppy when he first came, but now he's doing just fine. You could do it. That's it. Yeah. Yeah, that would do it. I do enjoy Pat McAfee, but I think Corey Graves and Michael are phenomenal together. That's only because they've been together the most, honestly. When Pat McAfee, always leaves for college football season, that's who takes over, so that's why. Oh no!
Oh, now the situation with this breaker holding Sami Zayn down.
Paul Heyman's face, he looks so disappointed. Jay Uso.
So coming to the end of Sami Zayn and Penta. Reed still on his feet. Jey Uso knocking Breaker and Reed.
That's great. I really thought Karrion Kross would attack him a second time, but I'm glad he did it.
Bron, Breaker, and Bronson Reed pick up the win tonight. But Jey Uso has provided much needed backup for Sami and Penta with this war. That's one way of saying it. I think Jey Uso might have just saved Sami Zayn's career.
Call Seth Rollins, Paul Heyman. Yeah, that's the end of the show. The first out of the second of early shows. So, do I also like Jey Uso? Yes, I do like Jey Uso. I know some people don't, but I do, so it's all good. But that's the end of Raw, and it was pretty interesting for a chill show. And those matches were definitely good, especially Sheamus. That's the one that I thought would be the least interesting. I know they're like trying to hype it up. I know what they're trying to do, but I thought it would be the least interesting. But that, definitely was interesting to an extent. But that was the end of the show, and I'm like I said, Grande Americano is now going to be taken over by Ludwig Kaiser, and I just wonder how that's going to work all together, because Michael Cole will definitely say, did Grande get taller? And I just can't wait for that, because that's going to be hilarious. But Roxanne is also the new member of the Judgment Day, and Sami Zayn obviously is, not Sami Zayn, Finn Balor's obviously, so glad that it's planning out just like he wanted. Liv getting injured was not on his list, but boy, did it work out in his favor. And that's gonna bite them in the ass. Of course it is, because that's the effect of not only the tag team champions, but also the effect of the Judgment Day girls, whoever associated with Dominic Mysterio. That's most likely the woman who gets their ass booted. Look at Rhea Ripley. So now it's a cycle with the cycles continuing with Liv Morgan. Her getting injured, only made it go faster. But imagine if she wasn't injured, and how, fed up she would probably have been. Hi there, I'm doing fine. I'm gonna wrap it up now. But we have set another show that's going to be at 1 o'clock. It's going to be at 1 o'clock on Friday, but I'm not going to stream at 1 o'clock. I'm going to stream at 6 o'clock, because when I get home I get tired, and I usually take a 2-hour nap, and I definitely need that this week. So I'm going to start again on Friday at 6 o'clock. But if you want to watch it yourself at 1 o'clock, feel free to. The link that I have in the description can be a standard website for you to watch the show. So it may have the Monday date right now, but just tap homepage, and you can see the whole selection of all, like, you know, wrestling shows. It doesn't matter. AEW, Japanese wrestling, TNA, it don't matter. They'll all be there. Whatever's upcoming. Yeah, but this was a pretty good match, and on Friday we're just probably going to showcase the promos of the King and Queen of the Ring, which is Cody Rhodes and Jade Cargill. As for matches, I'm not really sure, but this will be our last, like, you know, early show because they have a day off due to the 4th of July being this Friday, so I assume that it'll be pre-recorded, so nothing will be live. Everything's already recorded now. They're probably doing it. They probably have already done it, or they're doing it right now, but either way, that's why. But NXT will be tomorrow, and that'll be at regular time, so just catch me on regular time at that time. But thanks for watching, though, and I'm so glad to be here as always, and make sure you like and subscribe, and to donate in the links if you want to. My Ko-Fi and my Cashapp are always there, and to bookmark the, you know, watch wrestling thing to watch if you have no access to live TV or streaming services like Netflix and Peacock. So they'll all be there for you if you need to watch a pay-per-view or live show. But thanks for joining me once again, and join me tomorrow on Tuesday so we can watch NXT together. Goodbye. Remember, do it with idle energy. Bye.